We interrupt this program to give you a special news bulletin. The monster has struck again, but not in the way that people have come to terms with. He's done something even more unforgivable than any ordinary murder. For those who are the faint of heart, please leave the room. This story is disturbing. We have just received word that the monster struck at a preschool, and yes, most of the victims were children. According to the reports, he entered the school without any resistance and opened fire, killing the teacher first and the rest of those poor unfortunate kids. We here at the network ask, why? Why do 6-year-old kids get to survive the monster's murderous rampages but not 4-year-old children? It makes no sense. But I guess, being who he is, nothing needs to. He's just proved to the city that he doesn't care if it's night or day. In his book, no one is safe, rain, sleet, or shine. We here at the network wish to extend our sorrows and condolences to those who have lost someone to this terrible monster. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
I don't understand. I just don't understand. How can anyone harm a child? How can anyone kill a child?
Apparently he can.
This is bullshit! Kiyoshi, we have to catch this guy now. I'm ready to catch him.
Well, what do we got? Nothing! Hiroki still can't compile the evidence together. We're nowhere!
Just yesterday you were saying how he'd make a mistake.
That was yesterday. I'm talking about here and now. We have no idea where he's gonna strike next or who he's even going to kill. And really, how the hell do we even know if it's a monster killing or not when another victim surfaces? His pattern is schizophrenic. He has no MO we can build a profile on!
Then what do we do?
To be completely honest with you, I have no idea.
Well, that's awesome. That gets us far ahead of the game.
We're just gonna have to rely on,
More bodies? Is that what you're trying to say?
We simply don't have enough to go on right now. We all know he's gonna kill someone else, and when he does, we can search for more.
Typical cop. Always gotta wait until something terrible happens to do anything worthwhile.
Hey! If you wanna go in guns blazing when we have nothing, be my guest!
Will you two just shut the fuck up? This is exactly what that asshole wants us to do. He wants us to fall apart so we'll lose his trail. If you two don't get your asses in line, I'm gonna start my own investigation.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Now, based on the last crime scene, we found the same kind of fingerprints that were on the first 3 victims, all inconclusive prints leading us nowhere. But you see, here's the difference. He used a gun in this killing. Based on the wide laceration of the wounds on their bodies, it has been determined that he used a pump-action shotgun. When the autopsy results come in, we can take the bullets used on the victims and run a diagnostic to determine where they were bought. That is what we have so far. Don't assume we have nothing when we have something, Matsumoto. And Jiro, you need to control that temper of yours if you want to stay on this case.
Alright, so we trace them back to their destinations. That's logical. I just needed to calm myself down. It's not every day a whole room full of little children gets massacred.
I'm just as upset, Kiyoshi. But we can't lose our cool over it.
I'm gonna go speak to Hiroki again and see if we can find out anything else.
I'm serious about you controlling that temper.
I know, Miyuki, I know. It's just, this particular case goes back to my old department. It has a nest in the pit of my chest.
I know. Are you coming over tonight?
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're having your favorite.
I thought you were a vegetarian.
I've decided to think a little outside the box.
That's my kind of lady. I'll see you tonight.
You too.
Hiroki, when are we gonna get the results back from the autopsies?
Until they're finished?
So there's no timetable?
Detective, there were like 10 kids killed in that room. Plus the teacher. This could take weeks.
We don't have that kind of time! He'll probably have killed 100 people by then!
Well, there's not much I can do.
Can you at least run diagnostics on one of the bullets?
Yeah, I suppose. That's gonna take a little bit of time, too.
And could you call me when you've done it?
Sure, you'll be the first I call.
Thank you.
Hey, Kiyoshi.
Yeah?
Try not to overwork yourself. You might want to go home and get some rest, alright?
Yeah, you're right. This case is barely 2 days old and I'm already obsessed. It's just cases like these that don't come around too often.
Tell me about it. Being unable to decipher those fingerprints really got to me. It's definitely a rarity in my field.
Well, this is a rare kind of case.
You think you can catch them?
I have no idea. At this point, I'm afraid the case will go cold like a lot of the others in the monster killings have. But there is a glimmer of hope that he'll make some sort of mistake. If that mistake comes, we'll be right on his ass.
I hope that day comes.
Don't we all? You have a nice night, Hiroki.
You too, Detective.
Remember those results.
I will.
Huh?
Hello. Settle down.
Where the hell is she?
This is Miyuki. I'm unable to pick up your call at the moment since I'm off saving the world from bad guys, so, just leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, Miyuki, just wondering where you are. It's about 9:30 and I know you got off a long time ago. A little concerned. Call me back as soon as you get this message. Damn.
Hello, Detective.
Hey, how are you today, officer?
I'm good. It's just... what happened the other day really got to me.
Yeah, it got us all real good.
It just really hurts when you look at it. I don't have a kid of my own, but I can understand how those parents must be feeling.
Same here.
This case makes us wonder why we even put up with it.
What do you mean?
I mean, the whole thing. Law enforcement. Why do we subject ourselves to so much madness?
'Cause no one else will.
Yeah. I just wish this stuff would end.
We all do. Just like how they can't put a stop to us, we can't put a stop to them. The feeling is mutual.
You guys better catch him.
How many times am I gonna get told that?
I was at Miyuki's house last night and she never showed up. Is she here?
I don't know. I didn't see her.
Son of a bitch.
Relax. I'm sure she's here somewhere.
Good morning to you all. We have just received word that a videotape has surfaced from an unknown source. Our researchers have confirmed that it is a video message from the monster himself, though the authenticity can be refuted. So, do we have the tape? Alright, here it is.
That person lying on the ground. That's not...
Greetings, my disciples. I am the one you call the monster. I'd love to show you my true face, but for technical reasons I cannot do so at this time. During my stint on the road, I have come across some very interesting people. People who have taught me so much. People who believe in good. But then there are those who are attempting to stop what I've tried to accomplish. They challenged me and threatened my very existence. There have been times where I've almost, and I repeat, almost, been caught by your little crime fighters. But not anymore. You've all challenged me for years. Now, it's my turn. Here is your challenge. For all of you who pursue me, you have 48 hours to find Detective Hayashi and I right here. Or she dies.
No.
Shit.
She's asleep temporarily at the moment, but a second later past the deadline, she's 6 feet under, sleeping forever. All your
No, Miyuki, no!
Damn it! He must have gotten her last night.
No, you think? We have to find her now.
We'll get to work right away, detectives.
Get off your ass, Kiyoshi. We have to find her.
48 hours is not nearly enough time.
Oh, maybe we should give him a call and ask for an extension. I'm sure he won't mind. We need to get to work right now, Matsumoto. If we don't save her...
She's gonna die, Jiro. I'm sorry.
She's not gonna fucking die, you dickless shithead. Now be an officer for 2 seconds and let's do our goddamn jobs. Stop being a pussy and let's get to work, alright?
Fine, but don't get your hopes up for nothing.
Ugh.